Alright, we're here with Keith today, and we're going on a mission to retrieve Keith's blue P5.
Yes.
So that we might continue the fender saga. And don't ask Keith when he's going to paint his car. The answer is probably never.
Probably never.
We're taking the Renault because it's in the way, and that's how we're getting there. Oh yeah, we're going back to our friend Malcom's where we went last year. That's where Keith stores his car, so that's where we're going. It's about an hour each way. Alright, we're back at Malcom's, and he has suggested I should wander down here. Keith, are you going to be the tour guide for me?
Yeah, we got some stuff and things.
Malcolm's inside ordering us pizza, so we got a few minutes to mosey here. Look at this, eh? A Ford Courier.
Now check this out. What do you think that is?
What do I think this... it looks kind of like a Land Rover.
It's an Austin Gypsy.
An Austin Gypsy?
There's another one up there somewhere.
Are you kidding me?
These things are stupid rare.
Yeah. And this is a 64 Fairlane. Yeah, look at that. Just sitting there in the trees, eh? 1964 Fairlane sedan. Nice little shack there. Look at this cabin though. Like that's
old school, huh?
Look at the way it's done, yeah. That's like old. Has it been dragged there or was it always there?
It fell apart.
Right. Oh, and an Austin America. Is that like a land crab type body?
I think so.
Yeah. Austin America. How old do you think that is? Kind of late 60s, maybe? That's a Ford, isn't it? The old guy here. Like a 46. What's this little wagon, Keith?
That might be a Sunbeam.
I was gonna say, it's like a Roots Group car, isn't it? Sure it is. There, I have never seen one. I gotta get a picture of the front. And another TC. A tire, classic tire there. Not usually stumped on name that junker, but what do you think, Keith?
I'm thinking Sunbeam, but
Sunbeam.
I could be totally wrong. Could be a Envoy Epic.
Oh, that sounds like it could be, yeah. No, but it's got the taillights look kind of Sunbeam, but I don't know. We'll have to look it up. If that opens, I'll be surprised. Holy, it does.
What do we got here?
It's not even ripped up. This thing's decent. Well,
that's a Roots Group for sure.
What does it say on in the steering wheel?
It says Roots here, Sunbeam. Hey, I was right.
It is a Sunbeam. Good guess. But look at the seats and everything. It's not even bad. It's a fixer-upper. Ooh, it's quite a fixer-upper though. It's ready to break in half, yeah. The whole rocker's gone. Sunbeam. I wonder what model. We'll have to ask. Have to ask Malcolm.
Look at all those doors closed.
Yeah, clean. Nice clean unit for the kids. This, I think, is a 4678 Ford. She's pretty partsy. I just love how there's still lots of stuff out there, eh? What's the vintage on that stove? That's a real 70s almond, eh?
Avocado.
Avocado, yeah. That's exactly right, yeah. That's a nice one there. We got a few of these Austin Americas. There's one over there. And I've never seen a wagon like that. The Sunbeam wagon.
It's an Arrow.
Sunbeam Arrow. Okay, cool. Thank you. I didn't know what it was. Wow. That's cool. Right. I've never seen one. We've already seen 3 or 4 cars in 5 minutes that I've never seen in my life. And I've been looking at cars since I was 3 years old.
Well, in the UK, they call that Sunbeam Arrow a Hillman Hunter.
Okay. And that's the 53 Ford. Huh.
It was my parents' car.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. Sure.
I don't even want to.
Oh, you got the P4 in the shed this time.
Yeah.
It was out. We fired it up last time.
That's right. Well, I did take it out just so you could see it. It does live in the shed.
It lives in here?
It lives
All right.
in the shed.
Well, I've got a front fender ready for this guy at my house.
Yes, he's told me
So
all
I hope
about
the
it.
next time you see it, it's all fixed up.
That's right. I won't even recognize it because I'm used to seeing it with a dent in the side of it. Don't bend it too much. Just putting it under. You don't have to.
Good deal. Okay. Did we decide if you had keys?
Are they in the car? They often are in the car. If
Hidden.
not,
They are not in the car. Or they're not in the ignition anyway. Oh, I forgot you cut a chunk out of the fender to match the paint.
I haven't seen that.
That looks really good now.
Does that look like it
Yeah.
needs some?
Fuck. This smoker's not leaking.
More sheds and barns. Another Rover 2-liter. Just sneak around some of this stuff here. There's one you don't see every day. Look at that. Envoy.
So I've had this car since I last worked at the Jag dealership in '84.
Uh-huh.
And it came in to have the hydroelastic system pumped up because it had a leak. The fitting at the rear. The factory hadn't quite tightened the fitting from new.
Huh.
Slowly dripped the coolant, the alcohol and water fluid away. And the woman had a for sale sign in the car.
Huh.
And I said, oh, how much? And she told me how much, and I said, yeah, that's reasonable. So bought it.
Oh, there's some oldies in here.
There is. Just, well, one really oldie.
Oh, look at that, eh? Is this an A40?
It is an A40 Somerset, you're correct.
Somerset, yeah.
1952. It's the same age as my little A30, actually. The A30 is actually really 51, but at the time we got them across the ocean and sold them in Canada, they were
That's
52.
yeah. Well, that's really in good shape, isn't it?
Not bad. Not bad.
They really have a great front end on them, don't they?
They do.
This was very modern for the time. Yeah, isn't that? Look at the detail on there. Isn't that great?
Right.
Yeah. What a beauty.
It's a bicycle wheel.
And what's the engine in these?
It's a 1200cc
Yeah.
BMC engine, and we also shared this engine with the Nash Metropolitan.
Oh, okay. I thought it looked
Austin
slightly
built-
familiar. Yeah.
Yes, the
The Metro was the same chassis, is it not?
That's right.
Yeah.
Austin built them for Nash of the States.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
As a sort of
It was funny because
car.
as an A40, it's actually a pretty usable car. I like the door handles. May I
Of
pop the
course
door?
you may.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Leather seats, but
Yeah,
unfortunately,
those are-
mice have got a hold of the interior of it.
Okay, yeah.
I'm afraid. I haven't driven the car regularly for 30
Wow.
some years. And when I first got it 30 some years ago, it was reasonably tidy,
Sure.
but it wasn't running because it had a wrecked differential. So I changed
Okay.
the differential.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Look at that. Yeah, it looks like some squirrels maybe or something, but
I think the squirrel put some pine cones in there.
yeah,
too
there's some
somewhere, that's right.
light pine cones. The steering wheel's a beauty. What's the slider on the wheel for?
Indicator for your trafficators.
That one here?
They come out of here. These little things
That,
pop out here.
actually?
That's what does it, yeah, and it self-cancels. It's turning, it's not
man.
supposed to. This is not supposed to. I have to hold it now with my hand.
Right.
It self-cancels, so if you, oops, just a second, my arm. There's the middle. You put it off to the left or the right, depending.
And then these pop up.
And those pop up, and then when you go around a corner, the steering
actually
wheel
will catch it.
Cancels it, and they drop back
Wow.
down again. And the other cool thing about them is they're 4-speed on the column.
Oh yeah,
But they
yeah.
have an exact opposite shift pattern to an American car.
So you
Because
work
bear in
towards
mind,
yourself?
These were right.
So they flipped it all upside down?
Correct, because
Oh,
these were right-hand
funny.
drive cars, and when they moved
Yeah.
over to this side, the steering column had to go around the other way.
Right.
Push
I wonder
cars came
if
in.
they had trouble explaining that to potential customers.
Well,
Like,
there is a
all you
little-
have to do is drive it completely different than the car you have now. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. But on the end of the gear knob,
The wheel covers, would they have had the A with the wing?
they do. They're very, very fancy, and that's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
they're not here, because I've got them in the basement to keep them
Oh,
from
keep
getting
them
rusted and
safe,
clean
yeah.
and keep them
And,
safe.
She's pretty good though, eh? Like overall.
Well, I was happy
It's
with
not
it.
a welding project, or not too much of one.
$750 when I
Oh,
bought
sure.
it.
You got some XJ6s?
This is a 12, this one.
Oh, you got 12 and
This is a
6.
Series 3, this is a Series 2. So this is
Right.
from 75.
Yeah.
That one's from 87.
Okay.
And this one I bought from Selwyn Beaumont, who was in the Jag Club and in the Motorcycle Club years ago. And
What's this one over here?
so that's an A55 Mark 1. Sorry, Mark 2. It's an A55.
Maybe I could
Cambridge
squeeze
office.
through
Yes,
here.
You can get through there. if you can.
It's
Your
a
legs are skinny
Cambridge.
enough,
Yeah.
like mine. This is the one that was styled by Pininfarina.
Yeah, oh, there's
It's
one
the
up
same
by the
body
gate, isn't
shape.
there?
There is, yes. And it's the same body shell, it's the same shape to it as they penned for the 404 Peugeot.
Yeah.
From a distance, you almost confuse the two cars.
Sure. No, I saw a 404 come up for sale recently, and I'm gonna look at it. And I had to think really. I had to look. Luckily, the 0 was still in the center of the hood, so I could tell it was a Peugeot. But I was.
Right.
Oh, you got the crank in her still.
Yep, I just turn it over occasionally.
Sure.
You can put your foot on it and give it a flip if you want.
This
When
one
you're finished,
is.
just to stop it from seizing.
Sure. Yeah. I do that with my bikes. Go in every now and then and kick them all over. And that's an early-ish
It's a,
Rover there.
Yes, it's a 65.
Yeah.
Over 2000.
That one looks pretty decent.
It's not too bad. I haven't driven it for years because stupid me took it out one time, and I think I showed it to somebody and started the engine, and then didn't think to put any preservative oil down. And after starting it, and
Right.
just running it on choke for a minute,
Yeah.
and the engine has since stuck.
Oh,
And
okay.
I've tried everything. I've tried ATF down
Really?
the bores. I've tried diesel fuel with ATF. I've tried
Really?
penetrating oil. I can't
Oh,
get it
that's
unstuck.
strange. Looks like a good body on though.
Yeah, the head has to come off, I think.
Yeah, sure. Oh, that's
Try to
awesome.
break the-
I like them with the aluminium grill. That's
Yes, well they were.
very
They all
nice,
had
yeah.
that, of course. Yes.
the early ones, yeah.
There's actually an engine sitting there out of one. That's a TC 2000 Rover engine sitting there. So
Mm-hmm.
there's single overhead cam, twin car.
Yeah.
So TC
Oh, I like that.
stands for twin car.
Okay. My brother has one. It was his first car too, and he still has it.
The first car I ever learned to drive on when I got my driver's license, we used to go skiing to Jasper.
Oh
I
yeah.
used to get to drive it off. And that's when I remember that Renault 5 parked.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's in a cow yard. actually.
That's right. Yeah. I remember thinking it was probably beyond repair
It's on the
25 years ago. Yeah.
north side of the highway in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Years.
Years. Yeah.
When I first
Look at
bought it,
that.
it was probably a fairly new car. I don't know why it was sitting there. The lean-to in here at the moment has got what used to be mine, but it's now Lloyd's Alfa Romeo Spider body.
Oh yeah.
And there's an MGB.
Another MG there.
MGB of mine. It's
Oh.
a running car that needs body work and repainting at the back.
Sure.
Now this has had a lot of different things in it over the years, and at the moment,
TR4. Is it
I
four?
open these big doors so we get more light in here. There's a TR4 body that I bought from Hawkins. It's reasonably sound.
It's actually, sure, these things are almost all completely beyond repair. So this is actually
Yes.
not bad.
And I don't know what to do about, because it had been crashed in the
Yeah, I
front
was
like
gonna
my
say,
car
it
as
needs
well.
needs a front clip.
I might just be tempted to leave it for now. I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway, back here there's
bit
a
of a
couple,
project. Yeah.
couple more interesting cars.
Oh, look at this, eh?
So this is an A50 Cambridge. So this is
A50.
between that A40 and the A55. Yes. It's called
Okay,
an A50.
yeah. Sure.
And they made them in an A40 as well, which is the 1200cc 40 horsepower engine.
Okay.
Or they made them with the 1500cc 14.
Oh, I love the grill, the wavy
as an
grill.
A50. So with
Yeah.
50 horsepower. So that's what the early Austin numbers meant, if you're curious. It means
Okay,
the
yeah, I
approximate
always wondered. I
horsepower of
thought
the
it was
engine.
like just a chassis, but it's the
No,
engine
it's
side,
the
the
engine
horsepower.
horsepower is
Yeah.
what they decided
Wow.
to use.
What a cool car.
Open this and this helps. If we get some pinhead close this. Just have a look at the
Look at
interior
how
of this
straight
car.
that is. It's a doll. Yeah.
It's reasonably original, reasonably tidy. Came from an old fellow
Oh, look at the lovely dash,
Everything.
eh?
in the 80s, yes. Same shift scenario, by the way. The same
Oh, it's still the
Ford.
upside down, yeah?
Yeah.
I seem to remember my grandfather talking about this because he didn't like American cars. And he drove, I think he had one like this, and I think he had a console as well.
And I think these were more conservative.
Yeah.
Sort of more.
Yeah, that was a beauty.
And besides, at the time, when this car was new, this car was a lot cheaper than anything the Americans offered.
Yeah.
Because the exchange rate between the British pound and the US and Canadian dollar was very favorable. And Britain was trying real hard after the war to
They
export
were
and die.
exporting, yeah.
So they sold their
Oh,
cars
this
at a
is
very
nice,
reasonable price.
nice, original, clean, beautiful straight grill. Be almost impossible to repair. Yeah, really neat car.
Hasn't been out on the road
Just a little
regularly.
curve to the windshield too.
Yes, and hasn't been out on the road regularly again for probably 20 years, this one.
Right.
Take
Yeah,
it
that
out
would
of
shine right
the-
up though.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Behind you now is the real treasure. That's a 1951. The serial
Yeah.
number is 1484, making it an extremely early
Yeah.
A30 Austin.
A30. Isn't that cute?
And this
eh?
was sold new in Victoria when it was new,
Yeah.
in the spring of
Oh.
52.
That's in nice shape too.
And this is the one I drove back in the middle
This
of winter.
is the one, eh?
Yes, this is the
Wow.
one.
What a save.
And it was missing...
Still external hinges too.
Yes, it's very... And look at the little back seat in it. That's kind of cute.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's an 803cc A-series. It's the first of the BMC A-series engine.
Yeah.
It's 12 volt. Most people
Yeah.
don't know that
Yeah.
Austin were way ahead with 12 volt.
Yeah.
So it had I had quite a large Group 27 battery just
Yeah.
sitting in there.
Yeah.
And this boy said to his dad, "That battery's bigger than the engine."
Yeah.
And he wasn't far
He's
wrong.
not far off, yeah.
No.
Look at that little guy. Yeah,
So
but it's
28
just
and a
in
half,
beautiful
same
shape.
Grill, same
Yeah.
grill but same style to the car.
Yeah.
Just a smaller version than the
Very nice.
A40. This car has 27,000 factory original
Wow.
miles.
This is in beautiful shape.
Yes, it sat in
Very
a...
few of these survive.
Well, this one sat and sat and sat because the guy that owned it lost interest in driving it, and yeah, it just sat. But it has some things
That's gotta
wrong
be
with
one
it.
of the best.
It has some things wrong with it. He's warped the front disc, so I've since taken them off, and by the way, they're 9.7 inches in diameter, and my lathe swings 10 1/4
Oh,
inches.
perfect.
So I did them myself on the lathe, yeah.
Wow.
And I haven't driven it since then. I'm kind of anxious to... So this will be coming out for a few weeks this summer as well.
Yeah, good. Well, you got to give him a little exercise.
Well, and someday when I take it out, I have to come and see your place. I've
Yeah, you
decided I
should
have to
stop
come
by.
out. Yes.
We're definitely short of British cars around my place, other than Laura's, but oh, that's lovely.
And
Isn't
I
it?
rotate them around. It's very original. And by 75, the U.S. government legislated and mandated left gear shift, right rear brake, suiting the Japanese. When in fact this bike and most Italian bikes used to be right-hand shift because most of us are right-handed. And the reason for that is we're more happy putting our right leg down when we stop at an intersection to prop ourselves up. But I understand the Japanese, who are obsessed with weird things like symmetry, got the idea that the clutch and the gear should be on the same side,
yeah,
and both brakes should be on the same side. So I understand it was the Japanese that came out with left gear shifts on their bikes in the late 50s. Early 50s, excuse me.
Okay, looks like Keith has, while I was on the tour, retrieved the P5 from the barn and gotten it running and gotten it up this far. So we're going to just give the brakes a little bleed in the hopes that it will pilot itself back to my house where we can keep playing with it. Looks like we haven't had too many problems here. Did that come out of there dry?
I don't see tube.
Okay,
We might be good.
Might be good to go.
Well, I just put brake fluid all over here, so remind me to
Very
wash
good. And how did she start?
it. Well, as you know,
Yeah, with the ring gear. Yeah.
but once I kind of got it past that,
Yeah.
Doesn't need any, it's fine.
okay.
Great.
I just thought when it was idling, it got a little hot, but then again, it's just sitting here.
Okay, I got Keith's fender in primer today. That went pretty good. And we've got Keith's car back. I don't know if we saw this. So Keith's car is back. We made it successfully there yesterday. And Keith's coming over tomorrow, and we are going to start changing that, the wing, as they say. Little wing surgery. Is a regular contributor.
Same old shit.